Have you ever noticed that the more you grow, the more you start seeing people differently? Friends begin to act strange. Some people become distant. Some become competitive. Some smile, but something feels off. Most people think this is bad luck, but Robert Greene explains something different. He says the problem is not bad luck. The problem is that most people don't understand human nature. Human beings are emotional, insecure, competitive, and full of hidden motives. People don't always show jealousy, they hide it. People don't always show anger, they control it. And wait. People don't always tell you what they think. Sometimes they don't even know it themselves. In this video, we're going to look at the dark psychology of human nature, based on the ideas of Robert Greene. And once you understand these laws, you will stop being surprised by people forever. Because the truth is, the more you understand human nature, the harder it becomes to trust blindly.
Law 1. People hide their true self. Have you ever met someone who seemed nice at first, but later showed a completely different side? Almost everyone has. Robert Greene explains that human beings wear masks, not because they are always evil, but because they want to be accepted. We want people to like us. We want respect. We want approval. So we hide parts of ourselves. We hide jealousy. We hide selfishness. We hide insecurity. Someone can laugh with you and still compete with you. Someone can support you and still feel threatened by you. Someone can call you a friend and still not want you to succeed. This is why the smartest people don't trust words too quickly. They watch behavior. They watch patterns, because words can lie. Expressions can lie. But patterns never lie. Robert Greene teaches that power comes from seeing people as they really are, not as you wish them to be. And once you see behind the mask, you start understanding why people act the way they do. Law 2. The ego controls. Most people. Have you ever noticed how easily people get offended? Sometimes you say something small and the reaction is too big. This happens because of the ego. Robert Greene says the ego controls more people than logic ever will. Everyone wants to feel important. Everyone wants to feel respected. Everyone wants to believe they are smarter than others. When the ego feels attacked, people stop thinking clearly. They become defensive. They argue. They try to prove something even when they are wrong. Many conflicts in life are not about truth. They are about pride. People would rather lose an opportunity than admit they were wrong. They would rather destroy a relationship than hurt their ego. When you understand this, you stop arguing with everyone. Sometimes the smartest move is to let others feel right. Not because they are right, but because you understand human nature. And the person who understands the ego can control the situation without fighting. Law 3. People secretly envy success. Have you ever noticed that when you start improving, some people become quiet? Not angry, not loud, just different. Robert Greene explains that success can make others uncomfortable, because your success reminds them of what they are not doing. Envy is one of the most hidden emotions. People don't like to admit it, so they hide it behind jokes, behind silence, behind fake support. They say, "I'm happy for you," but their energy changes. This doesn't mean everyone hates you. It means human nature compares. People measure themselves against others, and when the difference becomes too big, envy begins to grow. This is why powerful people move carefully. They don't show everything. They don't tell everyone their plans. They understand that success attracts attention, and attention attracts envy. When you understand this, you stop being surprised when people change. You realize it's not always personal. It's human nature. Law 4. Emotions control more than logic. Most people believe they are logical. They think they make decisions based on facts, reason, and careful thinking. But if you watch closely, you will see something different. People decide with emotion first, and then use logic to justify it. Robert Greene explains that human beings are emotional creatures. We get angry first, then look for reasons to stay angry. We dislike someone first, then find excuses to explain why. We trust someone first, then ignore the warning signs. This is why arguments rarely work. You can show facts, you can explain clearly, but if someone feels hurt, their emotions will win. The person who understands this has an advantage. Instead of trying to force logic, they watch feelings. They notice tone. They notice reactions. They notice small changes in behavior. Because emotions always leave clues. And the one who understands emotions understands people. And the one who understands people has power. Law 5. People wear masks. One of the most dangerous mistakes is believing that people are always honest about who they are. Robert Greene says every person has a public face and a private self. The public face is what people show the world. Polite, friendly, confident, supportive. But the private self is different. It has fear. It has jealousy. It has insecurity. It has selfish desires. Most people never show this side openly, not because they are evil, but because they don't want to look weak. So they act. They pretend. They adjust their personality depending on who they are with. This is why someone can act loyal when you are strong, and disappear when you need help. This is why someone can praise you today and talk about you tomorrow. Understanding this doesn't mean you stop trusting everyone. It means you trust slowly. You give people time to show their real character, because the truth is, anyone can act for a moment, but no one can act forever. Time always reveals the real person. Law 6. Silence gives power. Have you ever noticed that the quiet person in the room often has the most control? Robert Greene explains that silence is one of the most powerful tools in human nature. Most people talk too much. They explain too much. They react too fast. They reveal too much. And the more you talk, the more people can read you. But when you stay calm, when you listen, when you don't react immediately, people become uncomfortable. They start wondering what you think. They start revealing more about themselves. Silence makes others speak, and the more they speak, the more they show who they really are. Powerful people understand this. They don't rush to prove a point. They don't rush to defend themselves. They observe. They wait. They choose their words carefully. Because the person who controls their words often controls the situation. And sometimes, saying less gives you more power. Law 7. Discipline beats talent. Many people believe that success comes from talent. They think some people are just lucky, gifted, or naturally better. But Robert Greene explains something different. Human nature is lazy. We like comfort. We like easy things. We like quick results. Discipline is rare, and because discipline is rare, it becomes powerful. The person who can control their emotions, control their habits, control their reactions, will always have an advantage. Talent can make you start fast, but discipline makes you finish strong. Many people fail not because they are weak, but because they cannot stay consistent. They get distracted. They get emotional. They give up too early. Powerful people understand that mastery takes time. They stay patient. They stay focused. They keep going even when motivation disappears. And in the end, discipline beats talent more often than people think. Human nature is not simple. People are emotional, competitive, insecure, proud, and full of hidden motives. This doesn't mean the world is bad. It means the world is real. Robert Greene teaches that the more you understand human nature, the less surprised you become. You choose your friends more carefully. You speak more wisely. You trust more slowly. And you stop expecting everyone to think the way you do. Because once you see human nature clearly, you move differently. You react differently. You live differently. And that understanding alone is a form of power.